Hello, mates. So, Google did us really dirty. And what I mean by that is the 20 members cap for the beta testing. Tasting. So, uh, as you all know, Google has this requirement that you gotta have 20 members for you to, in order for your game to be able to be published to the Google Play Store. Let me just pull up my browser. So, in order for you to publish your game or your app, you need to kind of pass through like all of these. It's a lot of things, but the most important one is the testing shit. You can see here the testing. You have three kind of testing. There's the open testing, there's the closed testing, there's the internal testing. So the most important one is the closed testing. The closed testing now requires you, by the new policies of or rules or whatever Google's shit, to in order for you to publish your app, you need to pass at least the closed testing. And for you to pass the closed testing, you need to have 20 members. Here's the what's with it. Have at least 20 testers opt into your closed test, and then all of these testers are going to basically download your game, and they have to have your game installed in their devices for at least 14 days. And I mean 14 days like continuously. I didn't find how these work in details, like should they have the game installed for 14 days straight, like continuously, or they could install the game now and then somehow getting recognized that hey, someone installed the game, now we're counting you in, and then you can just uninstall the game. However, in case of doubt, you just have to go for the worst possible kind of event. So I believe you gotta have all these 20 testers to have installed the game or your app for at least 14 days straight. If one of them, I don't know if this is true, and I hope I'll never find out if this is true or not. But in my head, I just thought of this. What if you're in day 13, for example, and someone by accident or willingly just uninstalls your app or your game? Does these 13 days like gets reset to day 1, or does it get paused and they just wait? Oh my God. Again, I'm recording this. Fuck. I'm sorry for my dog. I don't know. It's like she knows when I'm like doing a recording session, and she starts barking her way to like the skies or wherever. So sorry about that. So I don't know if one of them uninstalls your app or your game at day 13, then if the count resets to day 1, or if it will get paused, and then if another guy or girl installs your app or your game, then the count starts from day 13, and in the next day your closed beta it's cleared out. I don't know if it works one way or the other way, and I don't really want to find out. So there's two sides of this, and in both sides Google still fucked us a bit. The first side is that this is all shit. Google just made some harsh rules, and it's really, really hard to publish a game or an app now. On the other side, it's really shit. However, you kind of have now time to do a little marketing of your game or your app. I mean, let's take a look in this kind of POV. If Google didn't put these rules now, most of us would just finish a game, for example, and just publish it into the Play Store. Although, here's what I did when I kinda finished my game, and I knew I finished my game because I ticked everything I wanted to do in my backlog. Everything was done. I didn't have anything to do anymore for my game. I didn't have any new features or ideas, and I gave to some friends and they've tested. Some liked, some gave me some advice of I should do something better. Some like and some didn't. That's how it happens. And that gave me a pretty much idea like, hey, I pretty much finished the game. Now all I have to do is to launch it. And for the last week before I wanted to launch the game, I started investigating and started to learn about marketing. And that's how most, I'd say, developers do. They finish the game first and then they go into marketing. But that's not how it should be. Especially I knew that when I saw a lot of YouTube videos of experienced game dev giving interviews and saying like, hey, you should start your marketing as soon as possible. So when I tried to release my game and saw this rule, I was a bit okay. It's fucked up, but let's see on the good side. Like, hey, I have a bit of time to do some marketing, and if I get these 20 folks to play my game and to be testers, it's going to be like kind of part of the process of the marketing, because if you want to get 20 testers, you gotta get yourself out there, on one hand. Now on the other hand, you could create a lot of Google accounts, emails, and just ghost accounts, and you can be your own testers, or you can just talk to your friends and families and have them to be your testers. But I wanted to do something a bit different. I said to myself, look, I'm going to try to fully explore this option, this experience of going out there and market my game somehow. I'm not an expert, so I'm just going to try. At first, when you're doing something new, the first thing you're gonna do probably won't be the best thing you're gonna do. For example, the UI for the current game I'm trying to launch at first wasn't the best, and I wouldn't say up until now it is great. However, it's good enough for me, and it was good enough for everyone, at least my friends, and so far the people that have played the game so far. And the feedback didn't cause me to change much. And so, however, when I started working on my second game called Prime Maniacs, the UI kind of changed a bit, and I felt like I had I was a bit. It was an improvement. You know, when you do something trash and when let me just show you the difference. What I'm talking about. When you do something really trash, and then you do another thing, and you notice the improvement. The improvement is so big that you notice it. So, for example, here's color and chaos. Let me just let the dough cook up. Okay, let it just cook up. Okay, it's loading. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, so let me start this game. So here's the final like main menu UI, and this is good enough, at least for me. And in the end, the people that played this didn't have complaints about the game itself, well, the UI of the game, and that's cool. So, and here's the leaderboard. So that's cool, and that's, let's say that's case A. And then when I started working on my second game, which by the way is almost finished, I've noticed that I've improved quite a bit. I learned a little bit of color theory, and I've started to learn a little bit of I've learned a bit more things about things. And then the UI in essence it's kinda the same. However, I respected a bit the colors, and I've tried to make the buttons a bit better, and yeah, that's kind of it. So we have the leaderboard here. Yes, the options for to filter out the type of data you want to have for the leaderboard. But the point is, let me just close this. The point here is, okay, close. Now, the point here is, you get better at things. And by the way, the whole point of these videos, not the whole point, but these videos I'm going to make are totally unscripted, so be ready for me to talk shit and just derail from the main topic from time to time. And if I remember what I was talking about, I'm going to get back at it. So yeah, that's the kind of shit you're going to experience in this channel. So the point is, you're going to get better at it. And as I was saying, I wanted to explore this route of marketing. So I want, instead of asking friends and family to test things out for me or creating ghost accounts, I said to myself, okay, let me put myself out there and see if I can get folks to test my game. And if they test it, completely unknown folks, then that means that my game have a fair chance to do somewhat well. There might be one or two mates that are going to be willing to play the game for the game itself. So that's like the good point of view I had for this rule. However, after completing the 20 members task, and I'm on the 6th day from the 14-day limit to finally publish my game, I really I really think that I underestimated a bit the experience, or the reality wasn't just what I've expected. For once, I believe now that in Google should change a bit the rules. If one of the two, in my case, is just to not make it a drastic change on their side. Instead of 20 testers, why not the requirements to just require 10 testers and still maintain the 14 days limit, or reduce the 14 days limit to say 7 days, just a week, and reduce just a bit. Instead of 20, reduce it to 15 testers or 14 testers. Because, mate, I'm going to put something out there. I'm not what you would say am a social guy. To put it bluntly, I'm an antisocial, and it took me quite a bit to talk through a microphone, and even now it feels like strange. There is this feeling that you feel that makes you want to, it's something that holds yourself. So this is not, for example, this is not how I usually speak to mates. I usually am like, the words flows out without much pause. However, since I was starting to record, especially before my first video, I had a lot of struggle trying to speak to this laptop microphone. It felt strange. However, I'm feeling like I'm growing a bit used to it, bit by bit. But back to the topic. So the point was, to a guy like me, who spends most of his days on the computer, who doesn't have many friends and doesn't have the skills to make a lot of in a short time, especially online, it's going to be rough to pass this limit. Now, on the good side, if you manage to do it, that's great. You got 20 friends, you got 20 mates there, and you got 20 testers. However, still it's an opportunity to marketing. And the first thing I did was to go on Reddit, and I tried to use my Twitter account. However, the most effective way was to use Reddit, of course, because, as I would discover later, there are a lot of mates out there that are trying and are finding this task here, the 20 testers, really hard to tick off. So, for example, look what I had to do, and most of us have to do, to get like the 20 mates limit. So this is the post I had to post to get the 20 testers. I've posted this on our Godot. I need volunteers to test my game and blah blah blah, and it got 1.8k views, 3 comments. It got a bit of engagement, and then I posted our Android gaming, got some engagement. I posted on Play My Games. I've posted on indie gaming. I've posted on indie dev. I've posted on indie testers. I've posted on indie games. Again, I've posted on game dev. I've posted on Android closed testing. This is if you're starting your game dev journey on mobile and you want to pass the Google requirement. however you don't know where to go, I recommend you to try out this subreddit. It's really cute. This helped me a lot. Most of the mates that are testing my games now came from here, and again, I've posted a second time here and a third time here, and I've posted a video trying to get some views to a reaction video I've made about a game I'm testing. I've posted into Android game mods, and I've posted again at Android close testing. And the thing is, I had to post all of these, and in turn I had to currently I'm testing plus 15 games and apps for other folks, and I'm really happy to do this. It gave me the opportunity to find many great indie games that are being developed by indie game developers, and it's been fun so far. However, I'm saying this just puts you in perspective the amount of work that it will take for you to get to the point that you're going to have the members that is required to make you pass these 20 testers. And yeah, Google really fucked us up in here. It's not going to be easy. It's going to take you days just to get you the 20 testers, and it's going to take you another 14 days in order for your app to be released, to be cleared out to publish. And yeah, the good side of it, this is an opportunity to market your game bit by bit until the day you're gonna launch your game. The bad side of it is all of this. You need to fill up a bunch of things, with some of the things threatening you into getting a ban from the Play Store, and some of the things are just things that you could innocently choose the wrong answer because maybe you don't remember something, or something happened. And man, and including these 20 testers, fuck me, mate. Yeah, it's hard. So right now I'm doing, aside from the whole this testing and whatnot, I'm doing some videos about reviewing some games, and I'm working on my second game, Prime Maniacs. And the other thing, I'm going to start playing some mainstream, I don't know if I should call it mainstream games. I got a mate who sent me some games like Super Meat Boy and Unravel 2, and I haven't really played these two games. Unravel, I tried to play the first level, however I spent just about 3 minutes and haven't played much. And Super Meat Boy, I haven't played it yet. I've seen a bit, but I haven't played it yet, so it's going to be kind of my first time playing them and just reacting to these games. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, this is one of those videos that I had just something to say, maybe to just fill up the video slots. Yeah, but yeah, that's it. I believe that's it. So use this opportunity of the 20 testers and the 14 days after getting the 20 testers to just market your game and do some shit. If you have a game that you want someone to just react and make videos, I am reacting to indie games and making videos about it. I'm going to offer suggestions, reactions, talk shit, and etc. And one of the things I really am enjoying to do now is to write some kind of reviews report to the games I'm testing, pointing out bugs, giving suggestions, pointing out things I found it not good. However, I always try to give warning to the developers that hey, these are just my opinions. Don't get like this is don't take my word for like hey, like Jesus word or something. Do take take everything I say, analyze thoroughly, and come up with your non-influenced, with your own pure judgment. If so, that's what I'm doing lately, and that's it for a video, I guess.